Representative Takeoff. There she is. All right, next we have Wendy DiPeso, is also running for position 1.
Well, first of all, thank you for the organizers, County, and the others that have put on this event tonight. It takes a lot of work to pull something off like this, so it's much appreciated. I am Wendy DiPeso, and I'm running for Shoreline City Council as a write-in candidate because the issues that we're facing today are far too important for my opponent to run unopposed. I jumped into the race after incumbent Washington voted against the business registration program that the city has to have in order to do economic development. Now, as president of the Shoreline Chamber of Commerce, I partnered with the city, the college, Shoreline Solar Project to put on the first North King County Green Business Conference and to start a green business program. With note to the Green Business Program, that is a program that companies are able to progress through and lower their overhead costs by becoming more energy efficient. As president of the Shoreline Chamber of Commerce, I worked with the board and with the city to alter the language for the business registration program so that it can be used as a tool to support job growth and business growth. Wherever there's a problem, I try to find a solution. Fairly recently, when I was out doorbelling, I came across an elderly woman who's disabled. She's a senior, lives alone, does not have any family to take care of her. Her roof leaks, and I thought about it with today's rain. She needs her porch and steps replaced, and her grass needs cutting. I was able to talk with the city and get resources on her behalf, gave her the contact number she needed, let her know what she needed to do to participate in a couple of programs that she can take advantage of to get her house repaired. I'm now looking for a community group and a nursery that would be willing to donate plants and to redo the landscaping so that it's low maintenance, so she won't have to keep looking for someone to cut grass. And I've got a lot more to say, but I'll do that another time.
Okay, next. Wendy DiPeso.
Well, I don't know that the relationship's actually deteriorated, but I think that there's certainly room for improvement. And a way to do that would be not only to meet more often on a formal basis, but they can get together informally as well, both with various individuals on the school board as well as the school district, because if we can get to know each other better as human beings, it makes it so much easier to work together. That way, when there's a challenge, whether the challenge is from the city or the challenge is with the school district, before lawyers are called, let's get together and say, hey, I've got a problem, we've got a problem, what can we do to work this out together? And that relationship needs to be extended to the community as well. So that, like in the case of the museum, we have a problem, it turns out we do need this space. What can we do? And that saves taxpayer dollars, and it provides for an increase of trust because we have that opportunity to build bridges rather than burning them. So that's my answer. Well, in answer to the first question, yes. I was looking at the graph that was given out tonight. It shows that Seattle has more parkland than we do, and we have a much higher population than we do. So it's just not acceptable to have the small amount of open space that we do. With regard to how to take care of that, well, the long-range answer, it comes right back to economics of growing our small business community, increasing the number of living wage jobs in Shoreline, so that the income from that retail sales tax is coming into the city, so that when opportunities do arise, we have the dollars available to take advantage of those opportunities. The short term, though, since we don't have those dollars right now, would be to go ahead and partner with the community, the school district, the city, the Economic Development Program Manager, Mark Maluka, and come up with a creative solution. There have already been some ideas vetted, and one would be to take a very small portion of the land and actually develop it into senior housing or housing for teachers and use the money from that development to keep the rest as open space. So that's one opportunity. But there's also nonprofits out there that actually focus on helping communities retain open space, especially when it's in a wildlife corridor. I know Jen McWayne knows quite a bit about that. So if we can just put our heads together and work together, we can come up with some solutions to increase the amount of open space that we have here in Shoreline. We need to have the political will. We need to have the confidence in each other and in our relationships with each other. And we need to sometimes put out some elbow grease, might mean, raising funds privately too. Thanks.
For the city to acquire or lease a site like Aldercrest because it addresses its recognized deficiencies.
It is equity important. Well, of course. It is something to strive for. Now, in neighborhoods where there's a lot of development already in place, if there isn't school property that's going to be vacated, it makes it very difficult to open something up because no one's got the money to take money off the tax rolls, buy a bunch of houses, tear them down, and turn them into farmland. So wherever there is an opportunity, we want to take full advantage of it. I guess another question also that hasn't been asked is what is it going to take for that what's been identified as parkland, it's a patch of blackberries, what's it going to take to turn that into a park? And that's something else to think about and work on together. Would I personally advocate for the city to acquire a lease site like Aldercrest because it addresses a recognized deficiency? Of course. Now, funds are not available right now to do that. But there again, it comes right back to, well, what's the long-term solution? Grow our economy, grow our jobs. The short-term solution, get together, let's talk, let's work something out. Would the school district be interested or able to do even a short-term lease while the community is getting itself self-organized so that they could acquire Aldercrest? That would be another question. I know the school district has said that they don't want to be a property manager. So let's just have a conversation and see what's possible. Something can be worked out. And I guess I didn't mean to use my PAs.
All right.